So guys, we're going to start with week number 7. Let's review the content. Okay, so let's listen. What is the learning objective? Listen, please.
Learning objective. Students will understand that interculturality contributes to the construction of a diverse and inclusive society, expressing clearly and experientially a common language, taking into account all existing languages, plastic, literary, musical, corporal, etc. Value of the week, empathy. Topic, interculturality.
Okay, so let's start with the content.
Mindfulness activity. Talk with the members of your family about the following questions and then choose the best response. A. What is interculturality for you? It is the interaction of people from different cultural backgrounds. It is a specified section of a community. It is emotions or a friend's behavior. B. If you were part of a different cultural group in society, what would you do to contribute to your community? You would stay at home without doing anything. You would think about starting up an entrepreneurship.
Okay, guys, so over here you have two questions, letter A and B. In letter A, you're going to choose one of these options. This one, or this one. You're going to choose. You have to choose just one, okay? And letter B, you have this another questions, and you're going to choose between this and this, okay? For you, what is the correct option? And then just you're going to underline, okay? So that's it. That is activity. That is what you have to do.
2. Check the word bank, then match the words to the pictures below. Clothing, festivals, music, food, language, custom.
Okay. In this exercise, you are going to match, okay? What is match? Unir con líneas, right? So you are going to look for the pictures. Over here you have the pictures. And then you're going to match with the correct word, okay? So for example, I talk about clothing. What is clothing? This is clothing, clothing. For you, in these pictures, which picture show clothing? Okay, for me, this is this one. So I'm going to match with this, okay? Festivals. Music, you're going to do the same with each word and with each picture. You're going to match them, okay? So that's it. Guys, so now we have a reflection reading. What are you going to do over here? You're just going to listen, because then we're going to do some exercises about this, okay? So please pay attention and follow the reading, okay? In order to improve your pronunciation. Pay attention, please.
Página 14. Reflection reading. Interculturality. Recognizing culture shock. Culture shock is the process of adjustment to an unfamiliar culture. It is a more or less sudden immersion into a state of uncertainty, in which you become unsure about what is expected of you and what you can expect from other people. Culture shock can occur in any situation where you are forced to adjust to an unfamiliar system in which many of your previous ways of doing or understanding things no longer apply. 5 stages of culture shock can be identified. 1. Honeymoon. This is where the newly arrived individual experiences the curiosity and excitement of a tourist, but where the person's basic identity is rooted back at home. 2. Disorientation. This stage involves the disintegration of almost everything familiar. The individual is overwhelmed by the requirements of the new culture and bombarded by stimuli in the new environment. 3. Shock. This stage is associated with the experience of anger and resentment towards the new culture. Stress, anxiety, irritation, and hostility are common. 4. Adaptation. This involves the integration of new cues and increased ability to function in the new culture. The individual increasingly sees the bad and the good elements in both the new culture and the home culture. 5. Adjustment. In this stage, the individual has become comfortable in both the old and the new culture. There is some controversy about whether anyone can really attain this stage.
Okay, as you listen, this reading talk about the 5 stages of cultural shock in our society. Okay, as you can see over here, you have some pictures that represent the definition of each of these stages. Okay, with this information, we're going to develop the next exercise. Okay, guys, so now we're going to do the exercise. Let's review what we have to do. It says, below you will see several comments likely to be made by individuals in one of these stages of culture shock. Read each comment and write down the stage of culture shock. We are going to read the comment and then we're going to write down what stage of culture shock you think the individual concerned is most likely in. Remember that the 5 stages are honeymoon, what else? Honeymoon, what else? Adaptation, adjustment, shock. Okay, you know the 5 stages that we listen in the last reading. Okay, so now we're going to read the first one. We do that too, only in a different way. When a person says this sentence, we do that too, only in a different way. Okay, so you are going to choose which stage the person is in. Okay, for me, when a person realizes that the same action or the same activity is doing in their own culture but a different way, for me this is adjustment, because he can differentiate or she can differentiate both cultures. Okay, and he or she is very comfortable with that culture. Okay, so you're going to read all these statements. Number 2, I can't wait to tell about this. Number 3, you don't understand them like I do. Number 4, isn't this exciting? Number 5, these people are so... Number 6, actually, I am beginning to like this. Number 7, everything here is so difficult. Number 8, we would never do that where I come from. Number 9, on the other hand, why shouldn't they do that? Okay, so according to these expressions, you are going to write over here the stage of culture shock that this person is in, okay?
Playful activity. The traditional dances to understand the richness of interculturality. Which traditional dances from your country do you know? Here you have some examples. Marimba, polka montubia, danza shuar, danzante. We have a challenge for you. Would you like to learn how to dance any of these rhythms? Let's try. Search the internet for one of the proposed types of traditional dance. If you don't have internet access, no problem. Call any local radio and ask for one of these traditional dances or any other you know. Which traditional dance did you choose? Now, choose a family member and dance. Develop a little choreography and practice. Practice and practice again. Finally, share a video of your choreography with us. If you don't have a video camera available, please write down your memories about developing choreography with your family.
Okay, guys.
Self-evaluation.
Sorry. So now, what are you going to do over here? You're going to look for some traditional dances in our country, in Ecuador, and you're going to choose one of these. Okay, for example, you have marimba, polka montuvia, danza short, danzante. So you're going to choose one traditional dance. And then you are going to practice with a family member, okay? You're going to practice this dancing with a family member. And you're going to practice, and then when you're ready, you're going to film, okay? You're going to film your choreography, and then you're going to send, or you're going to save it for later, okay? When we come back to the school. But you need to have your video. If you don't have or how to record this choreography, you can just write down what are the memories that that you experiment with your family member when you were dancing. Okay, so this is the activity. That's what you have to do. So as a final step, we have self-evaluation. Okay, according to the content that we have reviewed during this these slides, you are going to answer these two questions. The first one, do you understand why interculturality is an important aspect of our society? Do you understand now? So if it's yes, you're going to check over here, yes or no, okay? Yes or no. It's going to depend about your perspective. Then you have after dancing traditional dance with any member of your family, do you think that this practice could promote community union? Yes or no? It's going to depend about you. So that's it, guys. Thanks for your attention. Now, guys, it's your turn. Yes, you can do it. So I hope you have a nice week. Bye bye, guys. Take care.